Okay.
So how many times I asked you to play Black Santa?
Oh no, yeah.
Oh my God.
Really, you had to bring that subject? Oh, did she have to bring that subject? Oh my
Did you
God.
ask me something?
No, I've been asking for numerous times, but
Then ask what? What did you ask?
Oh, I said how many times have you been asked to play Black Santa? You see how he's
Oh, because of the.
You know
That's
what?
beautiful.
I never even thought of that.
yeah, I got many people. I'm like, no, I'm not. Sorry.
Rosy cheeks.
I have never
What?
thought about that. That
Do you
is
get
creative.
paid? You really get paid just for coming out and dressing up? Just, we need you there, Remy told.
And
If
dressing
you
other
in the
people.
building, we know it's gonna be a nice event.
Yes, indeed, it will be.
It
I
will
think I
be.
followed you on Instagram.
Oh, funny.
I think I followed you on Instagram.
She said she followed you.
No.
No.
Oh, it's another gentleman that's.
Yeah, it's another guy.
Yeah.
There is no other guy.
Father.
I'm saying that.
He just lied to
Yeah,
you.
I'm just like,
Horrible.
Sorry. Didn't even take that.
How much time we got on this commercial?
After this one, we had 35 seconds. So we have one more commercial.
Say again.
We have one more commercial.
One more. Hey, Obed Percy, how are you? Hey, Maurice Chambers, how are you? Hi, Monique White. Hey, Kim Landry. Hey, Mika Diamond, how are you? Michelle Williams, how you doing, girl? Valencia, what's going on? Who else is on there? I can't see y'all. The sun in my eyes.
Kiana.
Kevin Atkins, Kiana, how y'all doing, child? Y'all don't just look. I see you looking. Won't y'all share? I see you on here.
We got 30 seconds.
Okay. You want to talk to you, Brigette, okay?
Okay.
420 Mega Best. S. Charles Public Relations. I'm sorry. S. Charles Public. Okay.
Coming in.
We're back. This is your girl Amanda Sapp from the Amanda Sapp Show, the new amazing 102.5 FM, your do good station. I now have the pleasure, I have the honor of talking to Brigette Joe. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so glad you're here. I know that you're doing some big things in the city. I know that you're making boss moves. And I want to talk about those boss moves. So I have Brigette Joe with S. Charles Public Relations in the building again. Welcome.
Thank
So
you.
tell us about your position with the Houston Association of Black
Journalist.
Journalists.
Yes.
What is that? What are you doing?
So I am the media monitor on the Houston Association of Black Journalists. We just elected a new board, and I am one of those board members. Shout out to our president, Nakia Cooper. Hey.
Hey.
And tomorrow is our first kickoff HABJ Mixer. So we are asking everyone, every news person, every media personality to come out and join. If you haven't joined yet, it's at Bill and Derek's from 5 to 8 p.m.
Down the street from here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
from 5 to 8. Free food. You have to be a member in order to come or pay dues when you come in. $40 for professionals, 15 for students that are majoring in the broadcast journalism PR field. All podcasters, all bloggers, all journalists.
Anybody with a media platform.
Yes.
What are the benefits of joining the Houston Association of
Oh
Black
my
Journalists?
gosh, you know membership has its benefits.
What are they? We want to know.
So not only do you get access to, so like for college students, for one, they get access to meeting other journalists who are already in the business, so you get mentorship. We also raise money for scholarships for those college students that are majoring in any journalism area. And then we also do workshops throughout the year to help media professionals, better their careers, or if they want to find another position somewhere else within the United States, then we also keep them alert of different things that are going on. So you get first dibs on it instead of going through the rigmarole of trying to find a new position somewhere else if you're ready to grow and move on to another station in your career.
This is cool. So anyone that wants to be a part of the Houston Association of Black Journalists, right? They have an opportunity to meet you guys at Bill and Derek's on tomorrow,
Yes.
which is March 30th,
Yes,
from
ma'am.
5 to 8.
From 5 to 8.
They can either join
Either
At that
join
time?
At that time, or you can
Or-
join online today, www.habj.org.
Now, what if they just want to check it, just look, they want to see first? Do they have to join as still?
See, I'd have to get back with you on that one.
Okay.
I don't know, because I know some people just want to.
They just wanna, you know, if you have looky-loos.
check it out.
Mhm.
I don't know yet. I need to find out.
You need to find out
Yeah,
before
I'll find
tomorrow.
out before this show is over. How about
Okay,
that?
that'll work. We're good with that. All right, so you guys have an opportunity to network. People that are in media in any facet, whether it's a podcast, whether it's an FM station, whether it's
AM,
blogs,
Blogs, podcasts, YouTubers.
YouTubers.
YouTubers
That's
also.
a media outlet. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Of course, Remy Toe has something to say to that.
Yeah, but since I moved here 5 months ago, I would love to attend to the
Do you
event.
want to look or you want to join?
I just want to join because
Oh,
I
we're
just
going
want
right to it.
I want to get part of. I want to be part of the Houston.
Jamison quiet over there. You going to join or you going to look? Which one you doing tomorrow?
But he's leaving tomorrow.
I'm
so.
gonna be on the road, so
Oh, okay.
let me know.
You don't have to live here to join, do you?
What's the Houston Association of Black Journalists?
I mean, wanna
But,
network in Houston.
That's fine.
Mhm.
We'll take your money.
Jameson, you heard her.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Membership.
Remy Toe, that's a good move for you.
Yes, indeed. Meet
Awesome.
people and
Yeah,
know
awesome.
exactly what Houston is all about.
Yeah.
So because Houston basically is still a baby. So
Why would you say so?
and fashion.
Uh-oh.
I may agree with him on that.
I agree too, because I have my own sense of style and people don't understand.
I understand.
Thank you.
It's dope.
Thank you.
The hair.
I
Are we
mean-
still on my show or are we on
Oh,
our
I'm
own?
sorry.
What just happened?
I'm so sorry. It's
I'm
the
just
Man
playing.
Sapp show.
I'm playing, girl. I'm just kidding with you. I'm joking with you. Y'all did go to a place though that was not here. All right, so look, it is the Houston Association of Black Journalists. The event is tomorrow from 5 to 8 p.m. at Bill and Derek's. Now, who is celebrating 17 years in business?
Me.
What? Congratulations! Congratulations!
Thank you
Huh?
so
This is
much.
amazing.
I know, right?
Good for you.
Thank you.
So you've been a publicist for 17 years? Or?
17 years. I
Mhm.
walked out of corporate America and started my own company.
So people ask me sometimes, well, I need a publicist, but I need one for entertainment, or I need one. But they're different types, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so what type are you?
So I do cover entertainment, sports, fashion, beauty, and politics, believe it or not.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Give it to us one more time.
Beauty, sports, fashion, entertainment, and politics.
I see Remy Toe. I can feel you got something in your mind right now. I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what it is, but I feel it.
I'm
If
taking
that
the
makes
fifth.
any
I'm
sense.
taking the fifth.
He's taking
Yeah, don't take the fifth. Don't take the fifth. I hear you. I feel you. All right. Beauty, sports, fashion,
politics.
politics. Okay, that's the type of publicist you are. And so, what are some things that people should look for when they are in search, or what should they already have when they are in search for a publicist? That's
So-
another question.
Yes. So you should have your brand, what you want to do. Now, sometimes people don't really know. They're not really ready
Mhm.
for a publicist. And so now I take people from A to Z. I don't just bring you in as a client, because if you really want to be on my roster, then there's some steps that we have to take if you're not ready. If you don't already have your brand together, if you don't have your social media together, you don't know who your target audience is, then I help you find that, because I'm not going to put you out there and you're not ready, you don't know who you are, what you're doing, who your target audience is, then you're on the radio or on television, and
Stuttering and going on. Mhm.
and if you have a product-based business and you're not ready for the influx when you're on TV, and then people call in and order and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't handle it, then you're not ready.
Then you're gonna be out of business before you start.
Exactly.
So your job almost sounds like a manager. What's the difference between
It
the
is,
management
it is.
and
It's,
publicist?
I do. I project manage my clients. Each client is a project management project for me. That's very true. Yeah.
Is it extra for you to do that, or is this inclusive with your
It's
services?
inclusive because I'm not. First of all, my brand is important first.
Mhm.
So I'm not going to have anyone on my roster that doesn't fit the profile of an S. Charles PR client. So you get media training from A to Z. You get from what to wear, what not to wear, how to sit, what to say, what to do, how to answer questions before you go on anything. And also when you're out in public at events. So I'm a protector of my clients as well as their brand and my brand. But my brand comes first. People know who's an S. Charles PR client.
What identifies an S. Charles client?
So when you're out in public about, networking, no drinking. You will
What?
not have it, no ma'am. No
I don't
drinking.
know. I have to think twice about it. Go ahead. Okay, no
or
drinking.
eating.
Mhm.
Because think about it.
What do you mean
Nine
no
ti-
eating?
Well,
as
if
well?
they're light bites or past hors d'oeuvres,
Mhm.
and 9 times out of 10 they have something with green in it,
Mhm.
and you eat it, and then
Oh,
it's
is
in
it
your
your
teeth.
teeth?
No one tells you.
Mhm.
So you're standing there, you're talking to someone, and they're not listening because they're looking.
Because they're looking at the food that
in
you
your
weren't supposed
mouth.
to eat when you first got there.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And so none of that.
All right.
Now we can work the room, and
Mhm.
then if you choose to eat or drink, then that's good. No pictures with alcohol. People take pictures with wine, with alcohol, food, or anything like that, and you don't do that. That's just as part of your brand because you want the people to know who you are and what you're doing, and drinking is not part of it. It's okay to drink, but you don't want to always have a drink in your hand when you go to an event because then people are kind of like, oh, they really like that? Because people judge. And it's perception. That's what public relations is.
Perception is reality.
Perception is reality. And public relations is how you relate to the public. Your brand, your product, you are your brand.
Jamison, are you hearing this?
I'm loving it.
Do you agree?
I break all those rules, but I love
Wow.
it. I love it. No, I'm kidding. I don't break all of them. I don't
Some
break
of
Some of them.
the drinking part.
I'm with you on that.
But the drinking part is part of my brand, though.
What's not? I don't know. That's not a part of my brand, but I definitely gonna have a cup.
You
My
can
glass.
after
So-
work, you can.
Got you.
You can.
Remy Toe, are you listening to this?
I'm listening. I'm just
So familiar.
yes and
Do you have a picture with you drinking it? I don't think it. Yeah. He drinks
No,
water.
no. I don't take pictures with drink. It's nothing.
Right.
So
No drinks.
Okay, so no drinking, no eating, no pictures with alcohol. That's how we can pinpoint an S. Charles
PR
public
client.
PR client.
Yeah, and then I'm there. I always go with my clients. I accompany them everywhere because I'm your
Representation.
representation, your guard, your protection. So when we work a room, I introduce you, I walk away, you have 2 minutes. After that, it's time to move on.
I have a
would
question.
politely,
Mm-hmm.
hi, we have to go over here, but does she have your card? Does she have your, okay, great. And we move on. Not being rude, we just have to work the room.
So there are some people who are in in that position, publicists or management or things like that. When you meet, let's say you have your client with you,
Mhm.
right? And they meet someone
Mhm.
who wants to work with them.
Mhm.
Is it okay for your client to get information from that potential person, or do they need to?
It depends on what it is.
Mhm.
It's always a situational thing. It depends on what it is. If it's for them to speak or for interviews or something
Mhm.
like that, then I'll handle that. But if it's business,
Mhm.
but they're no, that's them. That's all.
Let
Yeah.
them communicate and hey, go ahead, take them.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all.
People are
but if you
iffy about stuff like that.
if you are the agent, you shouldn't allow that. No,
See, that's what I was
No,
gonna
no,
say
no.
because some
No, no.
people don't.
that's your client.
Right,
So,
that's my client, but and for me, it
Mhm.
depends. It's situational. If it's anything to do with speaking engagement or a public appearance or media, anything, then I will handle that. It just
If me and
depends.
Remy Toe talking, you don't know us.
Right.
Well, you don't know him, and he and I are talking, and he says, "Oh, here, contact me sometime. Let's get in touch." And now you represent me. You all over here
But
watching
because
me from a
you
distance.
are the Amanda Sapp show, then I would say, well, sir, you can contact me because you want to get on the show. That's you understand?
How do you know that he wants to get on the show? What he
Because
wants to do business?
that's the only reason why you're talking to the Amanda Sapp.
Ooh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Because people get
Well, they-
management, publicists, whatever. They may get offended that you, me and
Exactly.
you are
We're
talking,
talking,
and you don't
yes.
have that information or
Exactly.
Some do get offended,
Yes.
but with my clients, we establish those boundaries
Mm.
ahead of time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, that makes sense.
right.
Okay,
That
good.
makes sense. Okay.
S. Charles,
Public relations.
Public Relations.
Mhm.
You all are doing the Houston Association of Black Journalists Mixer
Mhm.
at Bill and Derek's from 5 to 8 tomorrow, March 30th.
Mhm.
And you guys want people to sign up. You want people to be a part of the
Join,
movement.
absolutely, because this year is going to be off the chain. because the National Association of Black Journalists Conference is coming here in 2021.
Oh,
That's
okay.
huge. Next year it'll be in Miami. No, this year's in Miami. Next year's in DC, and then they're coming to Houston. So we want to show them that Houston is the best Association of Black Journalists.
And so I can only imagine that the way that you are right now is how you've been able to sustain in business for as long as you have.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew to longevity.
You just
Thank
got
you. I
it down
appreciate
You're
pat.
more than welcome. Is there any other information that you want to provide to us,
Well,
to our
you
viewers and listeners?
You can contact me. I'm on Instagram at scharlespr, and Twitter is PR Specialist, and Facebook is scharlespr, and my personal is Brigette S. Joe, and you can email me at bhjoe@scprelations.com.
All right, guys, you heard it first. Brigette with S. Charles Public Relations. There is more information that can be found on the website one more time.
scprelations.com.
And you all have an opportunity to mix and mingle on tomorrow night from
Come
5
out and
p.m.
meet
to
me
8
in
p.m.
person.
Come meet her in
I'm really a
person.
nice person.
So I'll be drinking then.
I'm not your publicist, so you can do what you want to do.
What the girl say, drink until your head fall off.
I may have my glass in my hands and I said,
Don't take a
Brigette, how
picture
were
with
you?
me. Very funny.
I'm working with her. All right, guys, you heard it first. When we come back, we got more with Remy Toe and Jamison.
Yeah,
Two gentlemen.
yeah, yes, indeed. Du.
Dude.
We'll be right
Du,
back, guys.
it's in French,
Sapp.
yeah.
From you, Sapp Show.
Yeah,
Parlez-vous français?
bien sûr.
Don't come here with all that. I don't know. Hold
Je
on.
suis français, je parle français tous les jours. Hein.
Parlez-vous français un peu?
Ah, vous parlez un peu, okay,
Yeah.
that's good,
Oui.
that's good.
That's not very, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I only know like this much French.
Did my friend?
It's like a tiny dab.
Like we.
Right?
Pellegrino.
No.
Pellegrino.
That is it.
Pellegrino is Italian. Perrier is
Right.
French.
Right. So yeah.
There you go.
Right.
There you
They got their own thing going on, child. Let me make sure I got all of y'all. Okay, you're good here. I need you to come over more towards me.
All
Don't
right.
just stay by me.
French Norwegian.
All right,
Du
good.
is G. Is D U.
Yes.
G.
Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit,
You can come. That's good.
dix.
You can
That's
come in
all I
French.
can
You
do.
can come in French.
Listen, when you said no drinking, I was like, well, that's me. I'm never gonna make it.
I mean, it's just one of those things when you're drinking loose
mean-
lip sync chips.
Your
you know,
brain,
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
if you
absolutely.
want to keep your brain in
Yeah, you wanna stay
certain
sharp.
ways, you always have to be careful. You can have a glass of, water, bottle of water next to you.
But no, my cheat drink, and this has been going on for years, has been cranberry and orange juice, right? Mixed. They have no idea. Like, dang, man, you can take them back. You good. Yeah, man. You always order it in the short glass, so
Right.
they just know.
Right.
It's like, oh, man, what drink is that? Bartender made it up for me.
Yeah. That's smart. That's smart.
Some
'Cause I don't
people
drink.
drink only socially. Like they may have one just to look like.
But I'm always social.
And they never.
24/7. It's 24/7, Joe. 9 o'clock, I'm done.
You said, yeah.
That's my
9
shoo
o'clock, you done?
9 o'clock, I'm out.
I'm trying to figure out what to do tonight. Like, we're done.
They have suka tonight.
So that's what I hear.
Soka. Is it soka? Soka.
Where is
That's
it?
a roti. Where is it? Here?
Oh, it's on that paper. It's on Bissonnette.
On this one? But that starts at 9 tonight.
Oh, that's good. I don't start till 9 either.
Oh, okay. I'm an early rider.
Me too. All right.
How early is for you?
What?
How early?
It just depends on how quickly they sign the check.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I get up at 3 a.m.
Now, if there's a 3 a.m. check, I'm there at 2:30.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
How long we got over there?
I'm staying. Makes sense to me.
So you get up, what time you get up in the morning?
3 a.m.
3 a.m.?
I meditate.
Yeah, I get up at 4 o'clock.
Oh yeah. He's like,
4 o'clock every day.
Yeah, I'm at 3.
Every day. So
3:30. I'm
Well,
up.
before
No alarm.
man, that's good. Man. That's
Same here.
I commend you guys.
Let's do one more song.
Meditate, pray, and take a little nap. Take a little nap.
No nap. I'm up.
And then
I'm at the gym or I go run. either or. Just depends on what the day is.
Oh, okay.
Is that your table? What table?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
Imagine
if we
we
can
can
get some ideas because
try to
I
end
have
at
a
least
jacket like that. Not with the
5 to 10 minutes early
not with
today,
patches, though.
so we won't have a confusing transition.
Yeah.
So I
Thank
like
you.
mixing colors
50?
with patterns.
Yeah.
Or 55.
55,
Or maybe
okay.
55.
And then I wear 7 inch heels and stuff.
I told us that.
Hey Jamie,
7 inches.
so
Se-
as soon as
Seven?
like we wrap,
You walk around.
call the printer, please. Just call them and tell them sit it outside. I don't care. Like, just, you know.
Like when we in the front door.
Right.
So who founded this? Both of you? Ju?
It derived off a concept that Remy worked on in Atlanta, called We Monsieur. And yes, and it's
Wait, don't tell too much. I mean, that's what
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
guys.
Oh.
Sorry, never mind.
You're too soon.
Don't say it.
Well, the Facebook Live is getting a preview.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
This ain't gonna go. This ain't gonna do. I still got you here. And,
She said, "Don't give up too much."
Get all the goodies.
That's,
What I can do.
do I give you the book? You need the book? You ready for
No, I'm just trying to get as much as I can of all y'all. So you might have to move my chair over. I'm getting
Close and personal.
closer and closer.
Glad I took a shower today.
Oh, it sounds nice every time I see you. Okay, so how we looking? Do I have y'all? I got them.
Yeah,
I got the boxing already. I have a new box.
Box.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm sure they enjoy
No,
it.
where you at?
Jack.
What we on right now?
This is live right here too. This
All
is
right.
live, that's live, and this is recording.
Nice.
So
What are we
air
on?
what?
What's the red phone?
Okay, now we're good. I guess
Instagram Live? Oh, what up though?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Y'all?
live, bro. You say what up, though?
They're sitting with the hat.
Okay, I think I got it.
They what?
You got everybody?
Do something with the hat?
They want
Yeah,
your
excellent.
hat.
They want my hat? Oh, okay.
Who wants it? Who
As
wants
soon as
that?
I'm done with it, you got it.
There was a guy. What was his name yesterday? You weren't here
Tate?
yesterday.
Not yesterday.
Blanco.
Yep.
Oh, you know who I'm talking about?
Tay Mitch.
Tay
my
Mitch.
brother.
That's
Yeah.
not his Facebook.
No, this is
Okay.
not the Blanco.
What's the first word though? Something Blanco.
Yeah. So about that.
Okay.
I
Maybe not
know
to
that.
speak on the
I know
man.
the designer of it. His name is
Yeah.
Archie.
Yeah.
The
Oh.
guy he's out of. It's called
Brand
Wear
new
Brands.
instrumental down.
It's the company, the overall company of it. I'll look it up. No, I don't
Working
got my phone.
backwards. So it'd
But
be easier.
yeah, no, it is. It did the first event in Atlanta, and as a matter of fact, they did it in my lounge, so it works.
Very cool. I'm ready to come back in.
Alright. Ready? We live.
We're back. This is your going to Sapp from the Amanda Sapp Show on the new amazing 102.5 FM. You do good through this station. I have.
I love it.
We got an opportunity to talk to Brigette Joe with S. Charles Public Relations.
Pew pew pew.
Pew, 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 pew. Now we can.
Pew, pew.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Love it.
Me too. All right. Now we get an opportunity to talk to two young men, two nice, handsome young men
Oh man.
in the building.
Oh man.
Huh? We got Remy Toe. Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah.
And Jamison.
Yeah.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah.
We're about to have you guys here today. You are with Do Gentlemen, is that correct?
Dude.
Duh.
Do.
G. You said it. You said it perfectly. G.
Two.
G.
Yes.
Got you. Okay. And you guys are here because you have something coming up here in Houston in April. Is that right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So,
28th.
Remy Toe, I'm gonna start with you first. Introduce yourself to the people.
Well, my name is Remy Toe, and I grew up I was born in Africa, but I grew up in Paris. That's
Okay.
where I grew up, and I moved to the state. Now I'm here, and I'm loving it. Just really, really, I love it. America is the best country in the planet. Put it that way.
Best country in the planet.
And the planet. I don't care what anybody says.
So obviously your experiences here have been nothing but grand.
Yes.
What makes your experiences so great? What have you been able to capitalize on since moving to the States?
I mean, moving to the state first, I was homeless.
Mm.
Let's say that first.
Not looking like you will. Okay.
It wasn't.
Homeless, wow.
It wasn't that easy. When I moved to America, I was homeless in Harlem, 125th Street, for the whole year, sleeping in the street.
Remy Toe!
Yes, indeed.
That man got a story.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm listening. Go ahead, tell the story.
Yeah, in the street, sleeping in the park, and I got lucky. Not even lucky, it was an angel. It was a woman on 40, I was in 43rd Street. And one day she saw me, and then it was this, she said, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, I look at that time, English, it wasn't, I can't even say a word of English. Not even good morning. So she said, "What are you doing here?" I look at her, I said, no English. And she said, "Okay, come with me." I was scared. I said, "What's she's gonna do to me?" So she went, she went to a hotel, and then she paid for my room for the whole year, and left for $1,000, and she vanished.
What?
The story is
That's the angel.
it's a long story, but I do just a short version of it. So after that, I moved into a gentleman's house, his home, and he took me. He was 85 years old, and he took me as his son. And then from there, he started to teach me English, and I went to school to learn English. And then little by little, I began to work as a model here. Well, I started in Paris, but when I got here, like I said, homeless.
Why would you move here if you were going to be homeless?
I didn't know I would be homeless.
How'd you get to that point?
Well, because with America, when you're overseas, America is the far, far, far land. And then you want to go there and succeed. And because you look at all the magazines and all the news, everything is...
They call that Instagram today, but go ahead.
Exactly. Well, in my time, it wasn't.
Right.
So it was so beautiful. And I'm like, I have to go to America. My family didn't even know I left. No one knew I left. If something happened to me, they won't even know I was dead. And after that, everything else was going well, and here we are. In the meantime, while I was in the street, I was writing a book. It was written in French. Everything was written in French, and I had a ghostwriter to write it in English and put it proper way.
Brigette, are you listening?
I'm hearing this. Great story.
So,
Never know.
and I started fashion when I was 6 years old.
So wait, you skipping. So in a minute, how you don't go from homeless to fashion?
Okay,
right?
let's.
What happened to the $1,000? What'd you do? Start your own company?
No. $1,000 when I moved with the old man, I was, trying to get myself together, go to school, pay for my school, and get clothes here and there, and little by little, so take it from there. And then after that, I think I started to model I did some modeling with Ebony magazine because
Some model with Ebony magazine.
Like it's just normal.
Yeah, just
Like we all out here
everyday
got
stuff.
BET
Yeah, everyday
and
stuff.
Ebony
Yeah,
and Jet.
we all do that. Yeah.
Yeah, the girl.
Yeah,
That's
you
just how
did
we
that
do.
again last week, right?
because Ebony, basically when I was back home, I was looking at it when I was a child. I was seeing Remy. I think his name is Renaud White.
Yeah.
That's the magazine I saw, and I'm like, when I get to America, I'm gonna be exactly like this guy. And God behold, it happened.
Wow.
So
Put it out in the universe.
yes, it.
That boy that came to the States and got rich and modeling. Pew, pew, pew. That's something I ain't doing.
Yeah,
I need to know.
Yeah,
I need to follow your blueprint. I see we was talking about blueprints today. It's right here.
Right?
yeah, it wasn't easy. I mean, it was tough. It was tough. The winter time, it was January 7th when I moved to 1980.
1980?
Yeah, it was January 7th. It was cold.
The boy didn't know no English,
None.
living on the streets.
Yes.
Big
So-
in Harlem.
And
In Harlem,
Harlem.
120.
Sorry about that.
At what point did you get in touch with Jamison?
Oh no, that's recent.
Is that another story?
That's recent.
That's recent.
In Atlanta, I was there for 3 years.
And so what do you guys do together?
Do I answer that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why
Yeah.
don't somebody-
Your story is so compelling right
It
now.
is compelling.
But Remy, we became acquaintance because in Atlanta, it's one of those places that if you're doing something, the city becomes smaller and smaller and smaller.
Kind of
So-
like that here.
So we just kept crossing paths, and then I worked on a few events with a few mutual people, and then he just seen my talent and was like, "Hey man, I really think we should work together." He started telling me the same story you have, and I said, "Heck yeah, let's do it.
Why not?
Why not?
Mhm,
This
mhm.
makes perfect sense." And I could learn a lot from you. So yeah, that's what we're at.
So, do gentlemen,
Yes.
what is that? What is it about?
Do Gentlemen is an initiative for lifestyle. That's what we're doing. We're embracing an era that is missing right now. The era of the gentleman, the era of the lady,
The art of dressing.
the art of
Basically.
the art of style.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
like that.
and
Hashtag art of style, love it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're
T-shirt.
bringing that to reality, and we're starting here in Houston. It actually was something that Remy started in Atlanta, and it was called another name, and
What was it called? Remy, tell.
I can't say that.
Okay.
I can't say it.
Well,
It
so
was-
he ain't promoting nothing.
No,
Okay.
no.
it was called another name, and when we got together, I said, let's do that. Let's you're here in Houston, let's do that here, and let's do it for real. Let's actually correct all the mistakes that happened before.
Yeah, instead of guys wearing Spanx, wear trousers.
Yeah.
So that's what
You know what? I'm glad you said that. Now, I don't mean any offense to anyone.
Yeah.
But people oftentimes associate homosexuality with a
Fashion.
man fashion.
Yeah.
And men
And
dressing.
that's just not the case.
No,
Am I right?
not at all.
Not at all.
So how are you changing the narrative?
Well, again, for one, this event,
Again, nothing against anyone. I'm just
nothing
saying.
against anyone, because I love everybody. I want everybody to enjoy the luxuries of life. So with this event, we're adding the female portion to it as well. So kind of everything starts with the man. So if the man isn't right, how are we expecting the ladies to align? We're looking at a lot of things that's happening in our culture right now that ladies are allowing to happen, and that's because there hasn't been enough examples or things being set in place.
What are ladies allowing? I had to go back to that. real quick.
Ridiculousness from men.
Well, this lady isn't allowed.
Period. See, absolutely. No. See, I get that. I mean, but they're very. I had quite a few conversations with a lot of people around the world, and one thing similar that women say to me often is, I mean, I have to lower my standards unless I'm gonna be alone.
You know what?
And I
As
said,
a
whoa,
single woman, yeah,
whoa!
sometimes
Instead of
it feels like
complaining,
that.
and telling these sisters, it's an unfortunate situation you're in, right? There's not enough of me, right? But instead of saying all of that, I just said, all right, let's do something. And then the wisdom from this gentleman here,
From Remy Toe.
Mm-hmm. is just like, oh, this is possible. We can do this. And the best way to do it right now in this era of Instagram and Facebook and live and social, all this stuff like that, is to show people that it's a reality, show people that it can happen. This lifestyle, you don't have to necessarily be rich or wealthy, but most definitely this lifestyle will propel you into that direction.
I mean, growing up in Paris, that's what we do. It's called PDOMO. It's in Florence. So every summer, the designers brings all their clothing, and they're dressing the guys to basically walk in the street.
Yeah.
To show their style.
Yeah.
To show.
It started off as a trunk show.
Exactly.
Now it's an entire movement. Like, people fly from around the world just to be amongst like-minded individuals.
Exactly.
You know what would be good too is if you guys. I understand that you're wanting to change the narrative. You want to
Absolutely.
meet the standards that some
Raise them.
women have. Raise the standards.
Raised it. Absolutely.
Right. So, what are you doing? It starts in the mind.
Uh-huh.
So, what are you doing for the man to help them even think the way that you all are thinking right now,
Well,
outside of fashion?
Well, basically, what we're trying to do, we're doing it sometimes. I would do like seminars or something.
Seminars.
So or do it's a word in English called, I forgot the word, but when it comes back to me, I will let you know. But seminars to teach the guys basically how to really dress. And I see when I'm in the street, basically for me, human beings is like a canvas. So when I look at it, I see exactly how they can be dressed. And I see a lot of guys sometimes they follow the trends, and it's the wrong way.
Absolutely.
Some of them, they wear the pants that can't even walk. And sometimes I told my friend, I said, instead of wearing pants, you're wearing spandex. I mean, don't wear spandex, wear pants. You know, it's too tight. You can't walk.
Right. Can't breathe.
Exactly. So I'm like, okay, listen, I'm going to teach you what to do. So I did it for him. But a couple of times he comes to me and he said, wow, man, you were right. I said, well, instead of wearing Spanx, it's not good. Wear trousers.
Well, see, that's a part of the initiative of this event, right? So like you said, what are you doing? Where it starts in the mind. It starts usually with a lot of things. It starts with a complaint. So instead of like, for instance, what Remy was just saying is instead of just stopping right there, let's do something. Let's show something. Let's show people, because Do Gentlemen, it stands for you gentlemen. So this is a call to action, right? Where we're bringing in a company, Connoisseur Paris, and they're actually doing a fashion expose for men at the event, right? So when you come, you're getting that education. We've teamed up with Career Gear, Greater Houston, in order to they have an initiative about putting men back in suits, back into the workforce, getting them prepared. So it aligns like what we're doing.
You're changing people's lifestyle,
Absolutely.
their family,
Absolutely.
home.
Absolutely.
This is big.
And then thankfully, Fig and Olive rolled out the red carpet for us, and they are hosting. They'll be the host venue. So now we're exposing these individuals to fine dining as well.
Their surrounding
We're-
is changing.
And
That's-
the good thing about it also, my name is Remy, right?
Mhm.
Remy Martin is doing it.
We're also
So
yeah, we also have Remy Martin coming in as well,
Congratulations.
so that people can experience fine spirits as well. So no diss to anyone else, but you can put that other stuff down. There's something else to elevate your palate.
Tell us when this is, what time, and how people can get involved in this movement.
It's April 28th. It's going to be at Fig and Olive at Galleria. And it is going to be the ultimate day party experience. So we're going to kick it off at 11 a.m.
And also it's a book. It's going to be a book signing.
A book signing. Holy smokes!
I'm signing a book, so you can come in and purchase the book. And
Brigette, we got somewhere to go on April 28th.
It goes to a charity. I'm donating something to put to charity.
Where are you?
That
Okay.
is
Do you
what
know the charities or?
Career Gear.
Okay, career.
Yes.
Okay.
So literally, we this is the VIP experience. The more of the ticket value, it goes into that experience, that Career Gear experience.
This is what I need you guys to do. Go ahead and give everyone your social media handles so they can get in touch with you. This is an amazing
Yes.
story.
Yeah.
Jamison, your
Yes.
social media handles.
My social media, you guys can follow me at I am Jamison, IamJamison. You can follow the movement and follow us at Do Gentlemen. That is DUGENTLEMEN.
Very good.
And then also the website is the same thing, dogentlemen.com. So that's where you would get the tickets. And Remy, you want to tell them where to follow you?